Imam al-Ghazali, may Allah be pleased with him, he gives us, we could say, a survey of the structure of the heart. Perhaps we could call that spiritual geography of the heart. And here he wants to open up to us a vista into the inner kingdom of the self. This inner kingdom, this inner mulk and malakut, that is the human being. And the reason why he does this is because of the fact that he has to lay a foundation which gives you the right words, the right terms, the right paradigms, and the right cognitive frames so that you and I and he can speak about the heart in a way that is mutually meaningful. And he wants to do that because ultimately he wants to tell us about what makes this heart sick, what makes us envious, what makes us jealous, what makes us proud, what makes us lazy, what makes us have other defects. And in order for that to be truly meaningful, we have to know what we're talking about when we're talking about the heart. Where is jealousy in the muscular heart, for example? Okay, but we're not just talking about that. So he's laying down the cognitive basis for talking about the heart, and this is also a paradigm that relates to the structure of reality itself, the metaphysical structure of reality in this world that is around us. Okay, so here he wants to bring to our minds the awareness that the heart, as this essence of the human being, is an amazing configuration. It is an amazing constellation. It has a remarkable constitution. And again, it is much, much more than what meets the eye or what we can feel or what we can hear. And the heart here is that aspect of the human being that goes way beyond this marvelous pump. And it then includes the Rabbani dimension of the human being. The Rabbani dimension of the human being, which perhaps we can translate as the lordly dimension of the human being. This is the human being as knower of the Lord, as servant of the Lord, as lover of the Lord, as a person totally devoted in this life to discovering his Lord or her Lord and worshiping him perfectly. And this is the highest of all human capacities, the Rabbani capacity. Your potential to be Rabbaniyah, your potential to be a woman of the Lord, or yours to be Rabbani, a man of the Lord. May Allah make us that. One of the things we see here in looking at the structure of the heart and the structure of reality is that the outward follows the inward. Again, this is our worldview. We believe in the physical world. We study the physical world. We are in awe of the physical world. But we know that the physical world can never be taken for granted. It cannot explain itself. The finite always points to the infinite. Okay? And in our belief, outward realities, like the physical self, they follow the inward realities of the unseen. So therefore, when we talk about the muscular heart flows from the realities of the unseen, where you have also the metaphysical heart, where you have also the subtle, lordly dimension of the human being. The world of things, the world of phenomena, emerges from the unseen. And the mulk, this earthly kingdom or heavenly kingdom of the things that we perceive by the senses, it emerges from the unseen, the malakut. The malakut is stronger. The malakut is more real. And the mulk is a manifestation of it. And you do not doubt the reality of this world, right? We live with it. It is what we know. It is what we feel, we see, we taste, we touch, we smell. It is real, but it is nothing in its reality compared to the realities of the unseen and the realm of the malakut. And for that reason also, the subtle heart, which is the spiritual and the metaphysical heart, it is much stronger and it is much more real than this muscular heart. It's not as if, even though we said that the muscular heart is the root of the spiritual heart, it would have been more proper to say it the other way around. That this muscular heart is a branch of that spiritual reality which lays behind it. And from the unseen realm of your heart springs your character and all our actions. Okay, so when we want to know about this heart, we really need to know about that heart and the continuum that is between that heart and between this one. And the heart, in this holistic sense, this is the real khazana. This is the treasure chest that you possess. This is the most valuable of all the things that you have. This heart is more valuable than all the gold in the earth, all the silver in the earth, all the wealth in the earth. And every one of us has it. It is a treasure chest that if you can open it, you will be rich. You will be fulfilled. You will have more than you can ever imagine. This treasure chest of the heart has in it the gifts that enable us to understand reality as it truly is. And also it enables us to know good and to know the nature of evil and to know about God and to know about the reality of ourselves and about other human beings and in fact of all creation. So when we talk about the heart, then we are talking about a holistic conception of our being, and that holistic conception of our being is parallel to the world around us, which is equally holistic. All of reality is a continuum, as we said before. We don't make these rigid and sharp and really arbitrary distinctions between phenomena, between things in the world, and between the meaning of the world as a whole. So here we talk about 4 phenomena. We use 4 different words, and they all are said to be talking about the same reality. So we talk about the nafs, the irrational soul, the nafs, the lower soul. And we talk about the aql, the rational soul. We can also refer to the aql as the intellect, but in reality the aql is the rational soul. And then we talk about the heart. And we talk about the ruh, the spirit. So although these words conjure up in our minds very different things, and they are rooted in our being, also in different kinds of capacities that we can distinguish, but nevertheless they are part of a continuum. Okay, they're part of a unity of being. And there is no contradiction between them. So, for example, we think of the irrational soul. This is the lower soul. This is where the passions are. The passions, the shahawat. these powerful motivations that we have to get all of the things that we need physically and emotionally, right? We have to eat, and we want to eat, and we look forward to breaking our fast, and we have to drink, and we want to drink, and our passion makes us look forward to the delicious moment of drinking after going a whole day without drinking. Okay, that's passion. And then also in the irrational soul, we have anger. Okay, we have the emotion of anger. Okay, so this is what dominates the soul in its beginning. But again, the continuum of this soul is that it grows from one soul to another. The irrational soul, the passionate soul, the angry soul becomes the one that is then the ethical soul. And it begins to check itself. It begins to blame itself. And then it becomes a soul that is balanced and that is at peace. And then it becomes a soul that is content with its Lord and with the rational soul and the dictates of it. And then it becomes a soul that is pleasing to its Lord. So the nafs is always with you. And the nafs is an absolutely essential part of our journey towards Allah Azza wa Jal. We don't mortify the nafs. We don't destroy the nafs. We develop it. We polish it. We have it grow and grow and grow and become all the more beautiful.